Good day. We are going to do a channeled message here today. First, I want to talk about seeds of consciousness. So, what is a seed? An actual seed? I'm talking about a tree, a vegetable, any kind of seed that you're planting in the earth. What actually is it? I want you to think about how tiny that little tiny seed is. Even if it was a big seed, whatever. As you plant it in the ground, what is the seed? What it actually is the consciousness knowledge of its being. It's consciousness knowledge of what it will become. So think about a seed being planted in the earth. Where, if this is a tree, where do the roots come from? Where does the bark come from? Where does the foliage come from when it all began as this tiny little seed? Where did it come from? I will tell you. It is the consciousness knowledge of what it will become. So when we are using our consciousness, this tree seed sends out its information, its knowledge of what it will become. And because it does not doubt this, it becomes what it's meant to become. So it imbues the empty space that is sitting in divine equilibrium. This consciousness basically programs, this is all just using different words here, the invisible space with consciousness of what it will become, and it becomes that thing. It becomes created. So in the beginning was consciousness, and then the word was spoken, and it created through the word, but just because it was created does not mean that it actually existed in the form of visible matter yet. So a seed is the knowledge, the consciousness of what it will become. Why I felt the need to say that before this channeled message, I guess we're about to find out here. So just let me tune in really quick. Okay, so I see Jesus showing up here today, and so he wants to talk about consciousness as well. Oh, my dear ones, consciousness is all that exists. Consciousness is beliefs, and these beliefs are made visible through your consciousness. In your mind is stored all of your beliefs. This is different to anything else on this planet. When we view the trees, they have this consciousness knowledge imbued within their very essence and their being. And because they do not have a mind that has free will to choose and decide what words and actions it wants to take, it does not undo the perfect work of the divine. When you think of a human has its own ideas, has its own mind control. Even though sometimes it feels like it does not have control of this mind, it does, in fact, have control of that mind through free will. It gets to choose, make choices, and decide what it wants to focus on. Therefore, through its consciousness, its own mind power, human mind power, it creates, which means it manifests into the visible world, into the visible matter in their own world, whatever it is that is being created and held in one's own consciousness, in one's own mind. When one tightens up their mind by dislikes or by going against the divine nature, by going against divine alignment, one tightens itself up, and the Father, the divine, also must then be tightened up. And the easy flow that is meant for this individual, the divine inflow of the divine love, the divine loving alignment, is tightened up also. And it does not flow. The vision I am seeing is honey that should be dripping out of a container, but if it sits for too long, it hardens up, and even though there might be a drip on the edge of the container that's also being held upside down, it won't actually drip off. When we tighten up our minds and our hearts, this is what happens in that divine process, and that divine flow, that loving alignment divine flow that is meant for us, caps off and is not as easily able to flow into us and is not recognized as such. Divine consciousness sits and waits in equilibrium within every molecule, within every energetic particle, within every cell, within every tiny bit of space, using air quotes there, that exists. This space exists within every cell of the human body. It exists within all visible matter, as all visible matter is highly charged electrical particles vibrating at a very high rate of speed. Therefore, your universe is not solid matter, although it visibly appears to be so. If you were to examine it using scientific instruments, you would be able to see for yourself that this is in fact true, that nothing is truly solid. Jesus knew this. This is how he was able to perform his miracles. He knew where there was sickness of the body, there was sickness of the mind. He helped people heal their mind, and according to their faith, their bodies were healed. What Jesus did was allow this person access to be in temporary, perfect divine alignment. And this allowed them to choose through their faith whether or not they would allow this sickness or this dis-ease to continue to run and rule and be present in their life. As they, through this process, realized their mind power, the mind control or lack thereof, was what had allowed this sickness, dis-ease, or illness, or ailment to come into their body in the first place. Therefore, being introduced by the mind, it can also be removed by the mind, by having mind control, power over one's own mind. This channeled message today is to allow you to open up your mind to different possibilities than perhaps you have considered before. You are not your bodies, but you are the energy systems underlying the body, your bodies, and these energy systems are charged or drained through mind control, your own mind control. When sickness, disease, or ailments are present within one's own energetic system and therefore are presented to you within your physical body for visible manifestation, what has occurred is a lowering of vitality, a lowering of the life force energy within one's own energetic system. This has been introduced through the mind, through lower frequencies of the mind, things that are not in divine alignment, things like jealousy, rage, hateful, spite, challenges that cause chaos rather than transformation, complaining, criticisms, judgmentalism, slander, gossip, rape, murder, thievery. I could go on and on. These lower life force energies that are first held within the mind, then spoken and actions taken around them, are what lowers the vital life force energy within your body's energetic systems. This is what leads to all sickness, disease, and ailments. It all comes from emotions and the mind. When our emotions and our thoughts, words, and actions are not in alignment with the highest form of divine alignment, which is pure love, we will suffer in some way. Those environments which carry a very low vibrating frequency permeate and imbue our own soul's consciousness, lowering our own soul's consciousness when we expose ourselves repetitively to these lower frequencyed environments. Therefore, removing yourself from the lower frequencies and the people and the environments that cause this lowering of frequencies is of vital importance when you are on the spiritual path and looking for personal growth, spiritual growth, and divine alignment. This does not mean these people are bad. This does not mean these environments are bad. Challenges arise in all frequencies, but these environments will keep lowering your vital life force energy, and this will be unknown to you until you have taken steps to remove yourself from that environmental factor or the people or the places or the things that are of the lowest frequency. Raising your vibrational frequency is easy to do. Gaining control of your mind is easy to do when you allow pure divine love, alignment with divine love, to flow and enter into your life. How do you do this easily? This is done easily by daily meditation and by daily cleansing the mind of the past traumas, the past beliefs, the past environments that kept you from being in this divine alignment. Healing the past, expecting different frequencies to be held in their purest form for you in the future. Asking for assistance from the divine and waiting joyfully and expectantly to receive the assistance that is needed to achieve this in your own consciousness. Feelings surrounding whatever events are happening in your life are very powerful. When these feelings are low frequency feelings, meaning chaos, destruction, devious dealings, jealousy, slander, gossip, hateful thoughts, these frequencies that are of lowered vitality will actually steal away your vital life force energy. If you are aware of it and you tune in, you will be able to see exactly what has happened and what you have created through your experiences of low frequency vibrations. When you shift your thinking and you heal the past and expect differently in the future, joyful, harmonious, laughter-filled unions will become present in your life and will create much upliftment within your environmental factors and within the people that you surround yourself with in your environment. Therefore, low frequencies bring harsh, chaotic, destructive forces in your life, as this is what you have set forth from your consciousness, and therefore it will be and is being returned back to you. The good news is that the high frequencies bring goodness, harmony, laughter, joy-filled moments, fulfillment, satisfaction, and peace within your environment, people, places, things, and your life. Happiness and fulfillment are yours when you choose loving divine alignment to be your daily, moment-to-moment goal. Whatever you think, speak about, and take actions towards, manifest and create daily for your life, either your suffering or your goodness. Examine the mind. Gain control of the mind. Mind control is of vital importance if you want to see changes happening rapidly within your environment. Thank you for listening here today, guys. That's all that I got for you. Hope that this was very helpful. Love y'all, and I guess I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Have an excellent night. Don't forget, if you like this, please like it. It's giving good karma when you like things like that, because you're helping me out, and if you happen to help me out and it happens to do something real good for my channel, that's going to bring really good karma for you. So I'm not trying to guilt you into it, but if this is actually benefiting you and helping you, it will benefit and help other people as well. So keep that in mind. All the good that you put out, that good karma is just going to come right back to you. Becoming the best version of you every day is what I'm here to help y'all do. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.